Hello, everybody, and welcome to Every Movie Ever. I'm your host, Eric, and this is the show where we're reviewing every movie ever made, starting today with Taxi Driver. Now, this is the movie, you might have missed it when it came out. It came out pretty recently. This is the one where a young Judd Hirsch is an escape driver, and he wears this windbreaker with a scorpion on the back of it. Oh, I'm sorry, I've just been informed that I am making up a movie. No, Taxi Driver, this is the classic film from the 70s, early film from Martin Scorsese that follows Robert De Niro as one of his most famous characters, Travis Bickle, a war veteran who takes a job as a taxi driver because, as he puts it, he can't sleep at nights, and who, in his insomnia, slowly sort of deteriorates down into madness and sort of twin plans to assassinate a politician for whom Sybil Shepherd works, Sybil Shepherd having rebuffed De Niro's advances earlier in the movie, so I guess maybe he's trying to impress her, and also to save a young woman played by a very young Jodie Foster from her life as a lady of the evening, to try to keep it family friendly. This is very early Scorsese stuff. If you're only familiar with Scorsese through his more recent pictures, his glossier fare, this is a much grittier, sort of street indie feeling movie. And if you're only familiar with the De Niro as he exists today, where he's sort of a caricature of himself, then you're also unprepared for this really brava performance wherein Robert De Niro really embodies a character and really becomes this sort of, confused and possibly, I'm not sure if psychotic is the word, but certainly detached but also enraged person in Travis Bickle. It is hard to dispute the quality of this picture. It is memorable and considered a classic for a reason. This is certainly a well-made and well-done movie. The place where I sort of part ways with it, though, is that we've already sort of talked about the plot of this thing, and I guess spoiler alert for Taxi Driver if you haven't seen it yet. We do build up to that assassination attempt that is quickly foiled, and so Bickle ends up putting his rage or his animus or whatever toward now deciding to kill Harvey Keitel's pimp character to save Jodie Foster from him, which he does in a huge shootout where he ends up killing 3 or 4 guys and takes a couple of bullets himself. The movie, then the media within the movie, the press, ends up seeing his actions as sort of Bronson-esque and heroic and really lionizes Bickle. And there's even a scene at the end where Sybil Shepherd gets into Bickle's cab and talks about how maybe she had misjudged him. Now, the movie does end on a note wherein it seems to suggest that Bickle is a ticking time bomb, and even though the world now views him as a hero, that he is still primed to go off. However, the movie sort of goes so hard toward that lionization of Bickle's character, toward viewing him as a hero, that the movie does seem at times to be endorsing Bickle's view. It becomes sort of overly sympathetic, and that's something I, as a viewer, had a hard time dealing with. Still, Taxi Driver is a quality picture. It's maybe not necessarily for me, but it's definitely for someone. Taxi Driver, 3.5 stars. And don't forget to visit our website, northmetrotv.com/everymovieever. There, you can watch reviews of every movie we've ever covered here on the show, as well as complete episodes. That's northmetrotv.com/everymovieever.